Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from the Financial Coffee Channel. As the economy tanks, women are becoming homeless. Strong and independent don't need no man. Remember? Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. See that chow. Chow time. How I shower being homeless. Towel, wet the towel, soapy towel. Towel bath. This is why a lot of places, gas stations and stuff, don't want people using the restroom, especially people that are homeless, because they do these things and they make huge messes. Damn, shampoo, everything, huh? Oh, at least she cleans up. I don't hate on that. So like $50.
Okay, so I'm basically homeless in New York. I moved here a little over a month ago and I'm subleasing.
How did you move there a month ago and became homeless? Did you not have money to maybe get someplace or live somewhere or have any plans? Or you're just broke, dusty, musty, crusty, and expecting men to take care of everything?
Apartment. And like my original plan was to get another sublease for September to December. Like essentially my plan was basically to just digital nomad. But to be honest, like I don't know if that's the right decision anymore. Time is running out and I'm starting to get so stressed. Like I don't know what to do and I don't know what the right decision is. So please, 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 like if you have any advice on this, let me know.
Becoming homeless at 24, watch me get ready for work.
This hasn't been my first time being homeless. It's definitely been the longest and like the realest, the grittiest. So just for some background, I'm Claire and I'm 25 years old.
You definitely didn't look like you skipped very many meals.
And we are currently 5 months homeless.
Who's we?
So just going to give you a little insight to how I lay down in my car, living in my car in LA. I usually block this with that mat and my mirror. I blocked the window with a pillow, and then I blocked the front when I sleep with that blanket, and then this blocks this window, got all my clothes and things down there, and boom. This is the inside. I have all my food and snacks and just little things up in here. But my car stays clean. It's a decent view tonight, and we are in there.
Homeless single mother living in a hotel with a 4-year-old. Y'all, we still in the hotel, but it's okay.
Again, you look like you never skipped a meal in your life, girl, but yet you're homeless.
You know what I'm saying? God will never put you somewhere that you cannot handle it. And yes, we are in a different hotel because the other hotel definitely got mad expensive, so I definitely like this hotel. It's a cheaper one.
Let's talk about how easy it is to be homeless and why you shouldn't judge, because it could easily be you. I had my own room, own bathroom, and we were moving. We were moving in November of 2022. So our lease was up for our apartment that we were currently at. So we were moving to another apartment. I was excited to move in to my new place. I was ready to, decorate. And just like that, I was homeless. I was then left in a situation where I had nowhere to go. And I never thought it was going to be me. I never thought I was
There's parts of the story missing for sure.
going to be in that situation until I was.
Again, never feel sorry for these women. None of these videos. Why? Men are 95% of the homeless population. Men have been homeless throughout all of men's lives. Ever since men were born, we've been homeless. Women have always been protected. Now they're choosing to be strong and independent, to be strong single mothers, don't need no man. And they end up there. Even though they still have the privileges to find a man, all the government backing, all the government programs, and they still end up homeless. No sympathy whatsoever.
Today is a very special video. A lot of women are becoming homeless. Yes, I know, many men are becoming homeless as well. But on this channel, we only deal with women's problems and women's issues. Ladies, today I will give you a break. But it's simply because I've been homeless before. So who am I to judge? People become homeless for a lot of different reasons. For good and for bad reasons.
I mean, you can still judge if it's they made their horrible decisions themselves and chose to live that life. Then yes, we can judge them. They chose it. Sometimes circumstances aren't what it is. So I get those circumstances, but most of the time it's through choices. Sometimes
it's not even their fault. They might actually do the right thing and still end up being homeless. Because, well, life simply happens. And there's really nothing they can do about it. So without any further ado, let's watch the clips.
So why I don't like my college, they actually made me and a lot of other people homeless last year when they kicked everybody out of their housing. They kicked us out and said go home, and I was like, well, I don't have a family, I don't have a home to go back to, and they were like, too bad. Didn't give me a refund until months later. It was a tenth of the cost that they gave me back. I didn't have enough money to rent anywhere in the United States, and they kicked us out, didn't give us anything.
Welcome to day one of me prepping to be homeless. Yes, I said prepping, we're not homeless yet, but it's going to happen, and I have the privilege of being prepared for this. So this is day one. I have no family help or support, so I guess I have to look elsewhere. I'm gonna spend the rest of my night looking at storage units for all my things. I have to book our hotel, so yeah. I debated even making this video. Like, this is an extremely vulnerable thing for me to tell God knows how many strangers.
Okay, story time on how I became homeless by choice. Living in Florida and everything that I went through was a very, very stressful situation for me. It honestly gave me PTSD, and I hate Florida. But yeah.
Take out a knife and start swinging, I'm wrong. Ah! This is the shit that's gonna do me in, because I can't handle this. I cannot look mean enough. I can't be enough of a to get this through people's heads, to get them to take a hint. I don't want to talk to you.
Y'all, being homeless sucks. But the worst part is not the exposure to extreme heat and cold. It's not the food struggle. It's not the treacherous terrain. It's not the public transit or the even racist drivers that sometimes I feel like are actually trying to hit me. No, the worst part is these crusty, dusty ass men who will not leave me alone. I wake up this morning and this man comes and sits.
You just call other men dusty, crusty men when you're homeless yourself, girl?
In the which I noticed he'd been like wandering around the park. Then he comes to sit at the bench next to me, trying to talk to me. I ignore him. He's like, oh yeah, don't worry about me, I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I feel bad for thinking like, please don't sit here. You know what I mean? That don't last long, because he starts immediately asking me if I need, do you need some toiletries? Do you need a cigarette? No, I don't need nothing from you. I pass back out, wake back up 2 hours later, this is still here, still trying to talk to me. And I'm still like, no, please leave me alone.
So when offering me random didn't work, he starts passing by me close enough for me to hear, oh, I got $100 for you. I'm trying to give you some money. I got $100 for you. I'm like, I would rather die than find out what you want me to do for that $100. Okay? So then he walks away again. I start packing my up to go. He comes back again. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna leave you alone after this. I'm not gonna say nothing else. I'm like, do you promise? He's like, yeah, I promise. I was like, great, start now. He's like, oh, what'd you say? Start now. I said, yes, start now. Please leave me alone. He goes, oh, well, you ain't even hear what I'm trying to say. I said, no, I'm not trying to hear what you have to say. I want you to leave me alone. He goes, oh, you got an attitude. I said, you goddamn right I got an attitude. Leave me the alone. He's like, you ain't even hear what I'm trying to talk about. He's like, oh, you don't even know what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to spend some money with you. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you trying to do.
He just thinks you're a whore.
Leave me the fuck alone. And at that point, he finally walks away.
Wow, she looks very scary. So two things to say here. Number one, she's the exemplification of why men are not helping women anymore. Number two, she's homeless probably because of how she acts and how she behaves. And I can feel a lot of bad energy and bad vibrations coming from her. Which leads me to the following question, okay? What kind of men are approaching her anyway? I would not want her anywhere close to me. She looks very scary and not clean at all.
Let's talk about how I went from a good job, a 3-bedroom house in the suburbs, to homeless and jobless in less than 30 days. I've been living in the same house for 4 years, and with the economy, landlords see that they can get more money for the houses. So after 4 years, it was time to renew my lease, and on December 1st, my landlord said that they were doubling the rent. So with doubling the rent, they determined that I would not income qualify for the price that they were wanting for the house, and they were not going to continue with renewing my lease. I think because we just get so...
Not through her own choice. Yes, there are landlords that are doing similar things to this. I don't know if they can just double your rent like that off the bat on the new lease. I think there's some kind of laws against that, at least in California, but...
so comfortable in our life, and we're just doing the same thing. So I know, especially for me, you know, growing up, we experienced a lot of homelessness, a lot of issues, and it's always just meant a lot to me to make sure my kids have security. So I stick with things longer than I should. That includes jobs. This employer I knew did not have my best interests at heart, or any of the associates' best interests.
There's employers out there that have our best interests at heart? What employers are these?
It's at heart, but I stuck it out for my kids.
Hello, everybody. I have a favor. If I could have a little bit of assistance.
Begging.
I lost my job a while back, and
this is why you should not have sympathy, man. These women here, a good chunk of them, took their own routes to get to where they are, make videos like this to get sympathy, to get simps to send them money, and sometimes it might not even be a real issue. They could just be lying about these things too. We know how women lie as soon as they open their mouths.
I've been filling out applications and stuff, but time is ticking, and I'm going to lose my place in a few days, and I have nowhere to go. My mom is 5 hours away from me, so I can't just go home. I'm too far away, and I don't have any cash to go home. So I was just, if anybody could assist me, that would be great. This is embarrassing enough asking, but I'm in survival mode. I have to do what I gotta do, and I have 2 cats. I have 2 cats I have to take care of. So if anybody could assist me and my cats, and we can look for somewhere to go, or I can try to get back home, or anything, that would be great.
So yesterday, I get a call from the director. But anyways, the lady that called me yesterday, she said she's the director of the shelter. She said, you can continue to post, but don't post any of the common areas. Only...
Yes. Stop posting all of these things on TikTok. People don't like it. Shelters wouldn't like it because you're showing all the conditions there, and that's the best they can do. But now you're make them look bad.
Post your things and your room. That was it. So I'm being told that I have to vacate the premises by tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning with all of my kids. Not even like giving me a couple days to figure this stuff out. Like I was at work when all this happened, and y'all already know I'm already on a final with my job. I'm already at risk of losing my job. So now I just had to call my job and explain to them while I'm hysterical, can't take calls, trying to figure out where my kids is about to lay their heads at, over people having miscommunication and then not everybody being on the same page. Today, I'm at work and I get a note under my door and it says you need to vacate the premises by 10 a.m. I start breaking down because I'm like, what rules did I break? I didn't do anything.
Homelessness is a real thing. I'm not trying to, dog on it or anything like that. But remember, a lot of these women have a lot of safety nets. They probably gone through 20 safety nets by the time they got to that homelessness. They chose to either not take, ignore, or think that they were strong, independent, don't need no man. Please like, comment, subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. I'll catch you next time.